Have you seen Star Wars?
In 2021, we are supposed to get 2 new Star Wars shows. One is an animated series focused on the Bad Batch group from Season 7 of the Clone Wars, and the live-action series is about Cassian Andor, set 5 years before the events of Rogue One. And we've known only one thing about each of these shows, and that is that they are planned to be released in 2021. Well, thanks to LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga announcement and insider information, we may now know the plans for Star Wars in 2021. When they revealed the deluxe edition for the LEGO Star Wars game, they also mentioned 6 DLC character packs for the game, one of them including the Bad Batch series, and they also said that the game is going to be released in spring of 2021, which leads me to believe that they will likely release the Bad Batch series in spring of 2021, close to the release of LEGO Star Wars game that is coming out. Now I know that this is basically just speculation, but I think it lines up due to the next bit of information that I have. About a week or so ago, I said there is a Lucasfilm production starting in November of this year and ending in June of 2021, and I personally speculated that it was Season 3 of The Mandalorian, but it turns out I was wrong. After talking to more sources, the filming for the Cassian Andor series is what's starting in November, and the show is currently still in its pre-production stage, and will start filming in November and end in June of 2021, which means that the Cassian Andor series will not release in spring of 2021, but likely in the later half of 2021, probably around October or November, similar to The Mandalorian's Seasons 1 and 2. So it does look like we will have a full year of Star Wars content from these 2 shows, and that's not including the new LEGO Star Wars game, The Skywalker Saga. Like I said, most of this is just a little bit of speculation, but I do know for sure the Cassian Andor series will go into full swing in November and end in June at the latest, giving it a release window of fall or winter of 2021. And since December is a traditional Star Wars month now, I'd imagine that would be the goal for having the bulk of the series for the Cassian Andor show release. The Bad Batch series was announced over 2 years after the Cassian Andor series was announced, but all signs are pointing to it releasing before the Cassian Andor series due to a few factors. The Cassian Andor series had a few script rewrites over the past year and a half and a change in guard with Tony Gilroy coming over and taking over the show and the story. Also, COVID-19 delayed the production of the series, whereas the Bad Batch series is animated, which will use the same animation style of the Clone Wars, and they were likely already getting started on the story in early production when they announced the show back in July of this year. So it makes sense that the Bad Batch would release alongside the LEGO Star Wars game, The Skywalker Saga, if there is a DLC specifically for the Bad Batch group and the game releases in spring. Plans can change, of course, but it wouldn't make much sense to release both shows around the same time, and it would keep more subscribers and the Star Wars fanbase active on Disney Plus if you space out both of the shows over the course of 2021. Now, I'm not really excited for either of these shows, honestly, because the stories of each of them do not really interest me. Cassian Andor was a forgettable character from Rogue One, and the Bad Batch arc was really boring in Season 7 of the Clone Wars. So honestly, neither of these shows are going to be something that I'm looking forward to, since both take place in the most milked part of the Star Wars timeline right now, that 19-year gap between episodes 3 and 4 that we cannot seem to stop exploring since 2012. I also don't think there's any word on if these will be a limited series or not. The Kenobi show is going to be 1 season long, and maybe the Bad Batch and the Cassian Andor shows will also be 1 season apiece, and that seems likely for the Cassian Andor series, but I would imagine for the Bad Batch they would try to do at least 2 or 3 seasons just to keep the animated Star Wars content going until we get a Rebels sequel series coming out. Plus, we know the Kenobi series is set to release in 2022, and we don't know when Season 3 of The Mandalorian will come out. So how many live-action shows will Lucasfilm give us in 1 year, like the year 2022? I can't imagine more than 2 in 1 year, and if we use 2020 and 2021 as a reference for the future, it looks like we'll be getting at least 1 live-action and 1 animated Star Wars show every year. 2020 was Clone Wars Season 7, which came out in April if I remember correctly, and Mandalorian Season 2, which comes out on October 30th of this year. 2021 will be the Bad Batch series, likely in spring, and end with the Cassian Andor series, likely in October, November, or December. Could 2022 be Season 2 of the Bad Batch and then the Kenobi series, or maybe it will be both the Kenobi series and Mandalorian Season 3. The future of Star Wars is clearly on Disney Plus with the shows right now, and we won't get another Star Wars film until 2023, and 2020 has been a rough year for the world, and kind of a dry year for us Star Wars fans. But if 2021 stays on schedule, it may be a good year for fans, with the LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga being the game that releases in spring, and probably the Bad Batch series releasing around the same time, and then the Cassian Andor series wrapping up the year in late winter. So tell me your thoughts below. Which are you looking forward to more? The Bad Batch series or the Cassian Andor series? Also, how many seasons do you think each one should get? I'm predicting, at least in my opinion, the Cassian Andor series may be a limited thing, but I could see them doing a season or two of the Bad Batch, depending on the viewers. Comment which one below in the comment section that you're looking forward to the most. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe because it does help out the channel. I'm Star Wars Only. I will see you all next time, and may the Force be with you always.